and you indulged me, Honorable Speaker. And it's good to say I realize that the accountability system in the country through the social media is quite high, and it is important for me, Honorable Speaker, to clarify, because I don't know where the information came from that I had sworn eyes, but you know, it could be taken that somebody had battered me, Honorable Speaker, that I had gone through eye surgery. So it's important for the public to know, because I also saw it in the social media, somebody wondering how what sworn eyes would prevent me from coming. So just for clarity to the members of the public and Honorable House, that I had gone through a surgery in my left eye to just deal with some challenges there in terms of my sight. So Honorable Speaker, I'm here. Thank you very much. According to the question raised by Honorable Senator Beatrice Ogora, I have this response for her. Honorable Speaker, I am that according to Section 107 of the Land Act, the National Land Commission is the one mandated to acquire land compulsorily on behalf of both the national government and the county governments. Therefore, the matters raised by the Honorable Senator in this question fall under the mandate of NLC. To this end, the Ministry referred the question to NLC via our letter referenced there, Honorable Speaker, dated 15th November of 2024. We have attached a copy to that as Annexure 1, and I have not received any response. I thought initially maybe for purposes of making progress, if I get a response, I would bring the response. I have not received the response. I would therefore like, Honorable Speaker, to request that the Senate do take up this matter, because it's not my mandate, and it's important that I re-clarify, and I know Honorable Senators, Honorable House is aware of the mandate between the Ministry and NLC, that it is not, I do not hold the NLC accountable. I'm not, and I do not respond on their behalf. They are an independent commission, Honorable Speaker. They answer directly to the House, and there are ways of this House being able to bring them before the House so that they can deal with the, and they would be the people with the data, the agency with the data that is requested by the Honorable Senator. So I think it would it would be going outside my mandate to attempt to answer questions on my behalf in this regard, because even today, you know, the acquisition, compulsory acquisition, is done by them. What ourselves we do is settlement issues, not compulsory acquisition for purposes of project. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Senator Beatrice Ogora.
Honorable Speaker, there was question B, C, and D.
I mean the entire question, because you are asking, Honorable Speaker, the Senator is asking about compensation to the owners in question 2. In question 1, she's asking the list of the parcels. 2 is about compensation, and 3, it's about the projects, explain why in some instances projects were initiated before the affected landowners are compensated. And of course there is question 4. The point is, once the compulsory acquisition is made, it's normally requested by the relevant department or ministry, the entity procuring. And for purposes of procurement, that is done by the NLC. So any record of those details from your question 1 to 4 would be answered. It's really not my mandate. I don't have that information. I don't have. They only come to me for purposes of documentation, in terms of maybe a transfer of the parcel to the next person. But if you ask me about compensation, what land was acquired, that information we'll be able to get from the NLC.
Senator Bone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the answer by our minister. Minister, you're right that the National Land Commission is independent. However, you are expected to do what it takes to respond to our concerns. So, if for you to respond, it required that you come with information which is in the custody of the National Land Commission, you should do so. You cannot then refuse to answer the question and then ask us to do otherwise. What we have done is what we believe is the right thing. Could you tell us what difficulty you have in accessing the information that we wanted, which in your view is in the hands of the National Land Commission, and then transmitting to us, Minister?
Just take more.
Okay.
Yes, Senator Manzo.
Mr. Speaker, under the Constitution, this House invites a Cabinet Secretary to come and respond on matters, on all issues under your ministry. You are the Ministry of Lands, and the National Land Commission, although it is independent, she could have as well have invited the National Land Commission to accompany her here, or have you written to the National Land Commission. The National Land Commission then should have responded in one way or another. Is there a letter that they have responded to you now that you are the one the Constitution expects to appear here on behalf of the National